Hello class, this is Mr. Curtis, just getting you a flip to home video regarding some of the XML files for our most recent project, the activity drawer. We're going to go through a handful of them, just talk a little bit about their purpose. First one we're going to look at is called IC_menu_camera. It's stored inside of your layout bin, which is to my left at the moment. If you take a look under drawable, it simply stands for a camera type of icon. Very black. You can see that it assigns the path as well as the color right here. Second one we're going to talk about real quick is the side nav bar. This is pretty simple. It defines a couple of colors for the nav bar's color and type, specifically for the green component that you see. Activity main is actually pretty nice. It defines this component of the actual drawer itself, setting up some of the locations for the other XML files that are being pulled in. You can take a look at the settings pretty directly and see that it notes directly where things are coming from, such as the main drawer activity and the nav header main. The app bar main is your top toolbar and email button. This blue part up here is defined, as well as this FAB, the floating action button. You can see where some of the colors are set in, as well as the margins inside of the actual settings. Content main.xml is the main contents of the window. For right now, it's just really a hello world along with a white background, but you could in theory have whatever application you want set up there and then have other items underneath the drawer as it pulls out. The nav header main simply sets up this green bar as well as some of the components inside of it. Naturally, you could change those to suit whatever it is that your application needs to do. Your activity main drawer is the menu layout of the actual drawer itself. So some of the stuff that it has inside of it that can pull out. If you give me a moment, I have to open up another file real quick. We're going to look at main.xml. It's fairly direct. It controls the settings menu, which is under the three buttons I'm mousing over at the moment. Main.xml is another one that gets pulled into this. Now, a couple of simpler ones, which you will deal with fairly often even outside of activity drawers, are colors.xml. It allows you to define different color constants, such as primary and accent, and give them specific values based on a hexadecimal color. Another great XML file for constants you can use often is called dimens.xml under your values folder. It allows you to define the actual size and spacing and margins of your actual application. Strings.xml we've used on buttons, and you can use it in drawers as well, giving a name to a string constant as well as value. Styles.xml will allow you to actually assign the colors that we created inside of colors.xml to different components of your theme. Remember, applications of Android Studio are all theme-based, and therefore the colors you define here will get used throughout the app. And last but certainly not least is the Android manifest, which is under a separate folder than all of your other XMLs. This folder simply sort of tells everything where it comes together. It ties together the application, gives it some settings, tells it the theme, and gives it a name. And that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I'll see you guys tomorrow in class.